So my name is Abraham Andrade. I'm 35 years old, and pretty much all started when I was 10 years old, since my mom passed away when I was 10. Then from there, it's kind of like I was reborn. And then when I was 20, I was like trying to ignore everything. I like heavy metal music, I love music. I'm a musician, I play guitar. Struggling musician, but it's okay, it's a hobby, you know, music's a passion. Now I'm 35, now I'm like, whoa, I think I need therapy, like psychologist. But of course you need insurance, so sometimes friends could do too, but it's kind of hard to find good friends out here. You know, but yeah, once you get old, you just work. And so today's Saturday, I decided to go out. Why not? But I'm not gonna drink, I'm just gonna dance. Oh yes, so it's interesting how like a lot of people start when they're 15 years old, 18. I started when I was 25 years old, because when I was young and my mom passed away, she died of like, she got hit by a car, but her organs were really like messed up because of smoking and drinking. And I always said like, I'm not gonna drink because my mom passed away. And then like, you know, she was an alcoholic and all that, all the things that you see, right? You kind of babysit drunks. And so, you know, I would go to parties with people, you know, in high school, and then everybody of course starts drinking. Then out of nowhere, everybody realizes that guy's a straight edge. Don't even dare give him anything because you're wasting your time, you know? And so like, they just knew me as a straight edge guy. I was not interested in that, I was just interested in music, skateboarding and all that. But then later on, you know, things change. Friends, I don't know. Then I started drinking when I was 25. So from there, I guess maybe my stress, since I wasn't able to seek out like mental health, like therapy, because it's so expensive and it's kind of hard for someone who doesn't know about it. And so I started drinking. I liked it. I fell in love with it because it kind of just like pushes your problems away. You forget about everything. And then of course you just got to keep drinking and drinking and drinking. And so I did. I kept drinking for like 8 years. It just went by so fast, and then like, I was like, oh, wait a minute, I'm like 32 or something like that. And then I wasted so much time. But of course you don't see it like that when you're drinking, because you know, it doesn't matter. But it matters when you start drinking. You're kind of like, whoa, wow, I could do so much. Now being sober for like a year, I feel like I have accomplished so many things, you know. And of course, you know, to get to your goals, baby steps. But every day is a progress. And before it was just like, when you're drunk and you drink a lot, you just talk. You have passion, but it's all talk, drunk talk. And you don't do anything, right? But now, like, yeah, everything's changed, you know. And I'm gonna admit, I feel like I still need that help. So, you know, I have Kaiser, but I tried contacting them. It's kind of hard though, you know, they don't, it's all about money. You gotta have a good insurance or something like that. And so, but I feel like I might even like get a little, I don't know, like a club or something, not a YouTube channel, but kind of like get linked with people who need that kind of like support, you know what I mean? Because like I've gone to like AA meetings and I liked it too. It's just that, of course, you know, you gotta drive far to the places that you like. And it was kind of hard. And, but yeah, you know, that's something I kind of like would want to do. And of course, music, dance, help each other out by giving things maybe to the homeless, I don't know. No, there's a lot of things going on with homelessness right now. It's actually getting like really bad. For example, in San Francisco.
Yeah, it's very bad.
Yeah, I can't believe what I read. Like, you know, it just pops up and it's like, this happened. People got jacked. This pregnant lady got beat up. Everybody's getting jacked in daylight. And I didn't really know that. I just found out that the law over there, they kind of like release people who go to jail for like you know, burglary. If it's not that bad, they let them out like right away, like maybe a couple days or a week. And it's interesting because here, like in Santa Clara County, it's not really like, oh, not Santa Clara County, but it's not really like that, you know. Like you could go in for like something small, and then they might, especially in San Jose, they might push it for like, oh, home invasion, you know. If you like broke into a car, Grand Theft Auto or something like that. And so, I mean, of course, you know, like you gotta you gotta have strong laws if it's happening. So, but I don't know what's going on with San Francisco. Like, it's a really expensive city, and I'm surprised that's happening out there. It might sound like a bad advice, but I feel like it's better to just early, like if you tried it with your friends when you were like 15, 18, man, just do it and get it over with. Because like in my experience, when I didn't want, like I never was interested into it, and then when I was older, I tried it. It kind of like put me in a bad situation because I got a DUI. I got two, and I got them when I was older, and right when I was like, progressing or whatever, trying to get a career, it ruined it for me because I was going to be a driver for like HVAC, like electrical. And of course their policies is like strict, not going to hire you and they're not going to let you borrow their vehicle if you have a record or a DUI or whatever. So that kind of ruined it, Might not be good advice, but I mean, like, try it, why not? But, always got to be cautious.
That's very good. So one of the problems about drinking that you cannot get a job in your life in the future.
Yeah.
So that's the main problem, right? And what other kind of problem you face when you drink too much?
Honestly, when you drink too much, first of all, you should be aware of what kind of personality or kind of like personality trait you could have. For example, me with my background of like, like needing therapy, but didn't know it, but then it kind of came out when I was older. I kind of had that addictive personality, and so when I drank, I would drink one, but I would be kind of like anxious. I would keep drinking like fast. And of course those people black out, and people have to babysit them. No one wants to do that. So I feel like you always got to be cautious and know what kind of drinker you are. If you could drink one or two for reals, that's good. There is people like that, very few I guess, but there is. And there's people who like could get messed up and this and that, but they're kind of responsible, but they're still risking. There's always risk with alcoholism, because there's that certain point where obviously when you're alive, awake, you're in control, but it just boom, like from one side to another, and now you're a little bit too much, too tipsy, and then you're like, you don't remember anything, you don't know what you're doing, you don't remember what you did, you're kind of blacked out, you're walking without even knowing.
Yes.
And a lot of things happened to me actually. Like I got robbed. I actually like was paying for something, and I was getting like bigger bills, and then they would take it, and I don't remember, like my phone, even people that I knew around, my own friends, probably friends of friends. And then like when you realize when you're sober, you're like, wow, all the things that I went through. When I was drunk, like I would just kill it by drinking again. Okay, I'll drink again, I forget about it. I was kind of like in denial. That's that type of thing that it does. If you have problems, it makes it worse, so it makes you kind of want to drink because you want to forget because you have problems. So it's like it just keeps making it worse. You dig yourself deeper and deeper. But of course, the people who don't have that problem, it's still a risk for driving and getting a DUI, because I went through a DUI class, and some people that didn't really have a problem drinking, they ruined their jobs too.
So basically you were drinking because you had problem like losing your mom.
Yeah, I think like psychological.
Other than that, you were not drinking for fun.
I was at first, but then I started drinking on my own. Yeah. And I think they say it's true. When you drink on your own, like by yourself for no reason, because it has to be an occasion and celebrate, okay. But if you drink every day for no reason, you're just kind of like in a habit of, because you're anxious, because you feel lonely, because there's things that you don't understand, like overwhelming feelings, And I think that's what I was. I just didn't have anyone to like really talk these things, and so one thing that I liked when I used to drink was that, of course, people are very talkative, and then you get in a group and you just talk, and and after you cry, you say, "I love you, man." So that's what people do, and I was like, wow, I felt like I was part of a family, and I was like, yeah, I made it. I felt happy,
That's good.
Until the problems of the next day, you're like, I did that? I offended you? Like for example, my girlfriend, I offended her sisters, and then I was like, wow, this is really embarrassing,
So basically you're saying you can have fun without alcohol too.
Yes.